तो चलिए सीधा रुख करते हैं इस वक्त ग्रेटर नोएडा का, जहां पर COP14 सम्मेलन चल रहा है और आपको वहां से दिखाते हैं प्रकाश जावड़ेकर क्या कुछ कह रहे हैं।
Efforts were to reinforce his basic commitment to the environment, cause of environment. Lastly, I'll only say that next 2 years India is the COP presidency and we will work with all of you. I can assure that we will, if human actions have done damage to the world environment, now positive human actions will make a difference and will give a better earth for the future generation. Thank you and welcome again.
Thank you, Honourable Minister, sir, for highlighting the various initiatives which India is taking under the leadership of Honourable Prime Minister Modi towards ensuring a growth which is resource-oriented, environmentally sustainable and equitable, taking care of our flora and fauna. And our next speaker, ladies and gentlemen, is a man of a vision and determination who has almost more than 40 years of extensive experience towards environmental governance and also the management of natural resources and sustainable development. In fact, he advanced the recalibration of the United Nations Integrated Strategy for the Sahel as a special advisor to the Secretary General for Sahel. He also served as the Assistant Secretary General and the Deputy Executive Director of the United Nations Environment Programme, where he was instrumental in shaping the organization's strategic vision and the mandate. The personality in expression, ladies and gentlemen, is Excellency Mr. Ibrahim Theo, the Executive Secretary of UNCCD, whom I now request to kindly address this august gathering. He, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be speaking in French and English, so you can use your headsets. Thank you.
Excellence, Monsieur le Premier Ministre de la République d'Inde,
Prime Minister of the Republic of India,
Narendra Modi,
Mr. Narendra Modi.
autre que l'Inde était mieux placé.
No country other than India would have been better placed to host this 14th Conference of the Parties.
C'est une rencontre charnière.
This conference is a pivotal one,
Le jubilé d'argent de la Convention
for it is taking place at the Silver Jubilee celebration of the United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification,
2050.
and it is also placed with a view to the 2050 horizon. India, this incredible country, is the junction between tradition arising from rich civilizations and modernity, characterized by innovative technological progress, the information superhighways, the wonder of Bollywood, Bangalore, or even the plans for intelligent cities in Chandigarh, Nagpur, or Pondicherry.
Pays de diversité.
India is a country of diversity, a country with many facets. It is just as much a country of biodiversity as it is a country with arid lands. It is just as much a country of resilience as a country that refuses to accept a fate. India is a country with hospitable people, where in the streets people welcome you spontaneously with a smile on their face, their lips saying Svadgay. Excellency Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Ms. Amina Mohammed, Vice Secretary General of the United Nations, Ministers, in particular the Chair of the COP14, Your Excellency Jean Violon, Minister from China, distinguished heads of agencies represented here this morning, in particular the Administrator of the United Nations Development Program, the Executive Director for the United Nations Development Program, the Executive Director of the Global Environment Facility, the Executive Director of the Green Climate Fund, my dear colleague, Executive Secretary of the Convention of Biological Diversity, Mr. Ovai Sarmad, Deputy Executive Secretary of the Convention on Climate, Mr. Rene Casar-Salazar, Assistant Director General of the FAO, dear colleagues from the United Nations, Distinguished Minister of the Environment, Forest and Climate Change of India, Mr. Prakash Javadekar, thank you for being here with your team and for being such a hospitable host. We have, through your hospitality, welcomed over 1,500 participants. Never before has a COP for the UNCCD hosted as many delegates and world leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you kindly to join me in expressing our gratitude to the Republic of India.
तो COP14 में प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी भी पहुंच गए हैं। थोड़ी देर में वो वहां पर संबोधित करेंगे। इसी के साथ मेरे साथ इस बुलेटिन में बस इतना ही। देश और दुनिया की तमाम खबरों के लिए आप बने रहिए हमारे साथ।